Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Meaty the Last Caretaker. Oh man, since the last episode, I did a lot. You guys would probably be mad at me, but I hope you understand. I wanted to figure out what the heck to do here at the oil platform. Like, it seemed, I was confused. Do I set up here? Do I bring crude from here to somewhere else and set it up? So I kind of started putting stuff together, trying stuff out, and before I knew it, it got away from me. But the good thing is we're going to be able, this map is so big. I don't think you guys didn't really miss too much. But take a look at this. 22,000 diesel. 22,000 diesel. I'm going to show you real quick. And my goal, what I want to do today is I want to unlock the gyrocopter. And we have 2 of the 3, you can see there at the top left, 2 of the 3 blueprints found. We found southwest, northwest, so kind of in the same area. Now we have to go to the southeast, which is across the map, and that, therefore that's why I got all the diesel. So we're going to go do that, but I'm going to show you what I did for the diesel here. It's not necessarily my only setup, but it is the setup that I wanted to get done, because you saw when we were driving around the difference between having the diesel engines on. Again, I haven't even upgraded the diesel engines. Having the diesel engines on made a huge difference. Now, one other thing. Oh, the phone's ringing. Yeah.
And this is the last number that ever answered me. I don't know who you are. I don't even know if you're alive, but if you hear this, thank you for once proving the silence can break.
All right. There's a lot of sharks outside, and I got something to say about the sharks. We're like 8 episodes in or something, and I knew they were talking about laser sharks and some, other updates that they're working on. I think the laser shark update came out before I started playing. The reason I say that is I was down here on the platform working, and a laser shark came up and killed me. And then it killed me again, and then I killed it. And it's no joke. Like, okay, those are regular biomechanical sharks. That's a laser shark. Okay. All right. That was a laser shark. I was going to describe the laser shark. That's a regular shark. Where is he? That's him right there. Nope, that's not him. That's not him, that's not him. That's not him. So there's 4 sharks. He took my boat down to like 30% because I was fighting him right here, and I kept ducking him behind like this. Now I just aggroed that guy by shooting. Come on. That's the laser shark. Ow! Got to do it at night, of course. Show yourself. He pops up and then uses his thingy. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. So you can see what I'm talking about as far as the laser shark is very dangerous. So, like I said, I think that 80% durability. I think that it was already in the game. It just happened to show up here. He's still right there. It showed I was charging up. It showed the heat. It didn't show the bloom. And then when I let it go, it did not fire. I felt it took a lot of shots to kill him, but I wasn't sure if it was hitting him while he's underwater. As you can see, I'm doing damage on him. The boat's pretty durable. Oh, I actually repainted my boat too. And my character with all those new paints that I found. That got him. Now I got this guy back here. So this guy here, the laser shark, gives you a lot of... Loser. It was very helpful actually to do this when I first saw the laser shark, because I ran out of titanium, and you'll see why when we can actually get to the platform. Okay. All right, so we got that going for us. Let's put that away. We got all the dudes now. It's nighttime. We got to get this guy. High-tech scraps 8. 8 high-tech. I'm gonna get killed by all those dudes. Oh, I need daylight, man. I need some daylight. There's another shark in the water. Okay. All right. Anyway. While we're waiting, hopefully these guys don't despawn. This guy has major high-tech scraps. 10 of them. Look, I put 5 diesel tanks right here. I put 5 diesel tanks up there and 2 petrol tanks. I added some crude tanks just so they're available to draw from, and I put the distillator up there. And on the platform, I've got a metric butt ton of solar power. And I just ran cables. That's really all I did. You guys have seen me build tanks. You've seen me run power. I'm going to show you the whole setup. I think it's pretty cool. Those things don't even die with this. They're way better with the flamethrower. The reason I want the gyro is, if you guys remember, we saw somewhere, it looked like a It looked like a round tower. It's actually goes underwater, and I think you have to fly like straight down in it, like it's some kind of James Bond movie, right? Look, as soon as the light comes out, we're gonna be able to get in the water. I have a bad feeling about this guy, though. All right, look at that. Grody. Look at this. Oh my god. So much. All right. Light's coming up. We still have 2 sharks. I don't know if they're going to attack or not. Those guys, there's 3 of them. All right. So this place has become like super there's 4 of them. There's one right over there. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one swimming over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost like the sharks are in the water because these dead ones are here. Now, last time I did this, it like exploded all the stuff into the water and I had to pick it up. See, this guy's got 4 high-tech scraps versus 10 on the laser shark. Come on, quit moving. You see that? How it all just blew up into the water? My inventory was empty. We'll see what we end up with. All I had was hoses on me. It's easier to get underneath and look to see what you may or may not have gotten. Like I said, I know you guys didn't want me to do stuff all, but this is one thing you got to give me a pass on because it's just, we needed to get it done. Look, basically right here. So I hook up here to fill my tanks. I take this line off and I do another line up there and I go from here to here to fill these tanks. They're not filled, but remember it's the ratio is 10-to-1 of diesel to petrol, and I filled up 10 diesel tanks and 1 petrol tank. So I moved that. So what did I end up with? Look, 11 high-tech scraps. So the one said 10 and the other one said 4, so I didn't get as many as I should have. But I got ultra-tech scraps, which turn into artifacts, which I needed some of these artifacts to build this distillation tower. I'm going to go throw these down in here. And like P&P said, could the recycler be any louder? I don't think it could. I don't think it could be any louder. But check this out. So I went ahead and I put this here to bring this down to here, right? Now this tank is also equalized with those 3, so that's a total of 4 petrol tanks. Then I could come off of here to here if I'm making stuff. Oh, by the way, I found a big fire grenade up on the only place I didn't go for you guys was at the very top up there. That big fire grenade sitting at the very top. It's really the only thing that's up there. There was nothing up that whole tower except for that. But I went ahead and looted what I could. And yeah, I got that guy. So you can see what my character looks like. I'm rocking this Drowned City paint, a Captain Giggle, another Drowned City, and Confuse the Sea. And then if you look at my boat, you can see that it is now Tiffany blue, right? The whole boat instead of that black and orange. I think it looks pretty good. Oh, geez. All right, let's do this. So I was forced to fight that laser shark, and after dying twice, I got on my boat, and I was forced to basically test the boat's ability to take damage. And you saw there that I was able to use the boat as cover, get in here, heal myself, repair the boat. As long as you can keep an eye out on that boat. You know, that's new for me. You guys some of you may know, be like, oh, dude, what? Yeah, of course, whatever, you know, but it's new to me. All right, so here's what I did. If you look right here, as I came down the elevator, I would just hit stop, and I ran the cable down the side here. Remember, I tried putting tanks on here. You can't. No crude, no diesel, no nothing. So I couldn't do that. So I ran a cable down. You can see that, right? To here, over to here, to here, to here, and then these tanks. So that's 5 diesel tanks there. There was a lot. I was having major problems getting enough power. It would run, but it started doing the on-off, 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 on-off over there. So you can kind of see how I kept adding. I did all this up here. Then I had to put so many up here, I had to take them down and reorganize them. I had one here. I added another one, and then I added 4 more here. That way, what I couldn't do is I couldn't get these things recharged. And then during the day, it was using all the power from the solar over there, and it wouldn't charge these at all. So I added 3 more of these guys, and then down, these are 1, 2, and this one here are the high level solars, which take your titanium, all that stuff. But now you can see no problem. But I did try something new. I hadn't done this. I made the upgraded portable electric generator because I do have gas here. And then I made this guy because it was throwing out CO2. I'm like, might as well try and capture it. I don't know if I'll ever use it. But some carbon dioxide. But you can turn this bad boy on right here. And I just shut off because these things are all powered up. But this is my power setup right here. 1, 2, 3 of the high levels. I don't know how many of those. 2 of the high levels. Those are 4 of the mid levels. Now, everything routes. I've got, this is diesel here, and this is the one that goes down. And this is gasoline, petrol, that goes here. So what I would do is this cable here would connect to that one. And then that would convert to the petrol. Now these both go back. They just go up and over to here. You can see here's my other 5 diesel tanks. And they're all tied together and run to the diesel thing. And then this is the petrol running underneath it. They both run back here. The petrol goes there to the 2 petrol tanks. The diesel comes over here. And then here's the 2 lines going back to the distillator. And then the lines coming from the original 2 crude tanks, I put another one there, and I put 3 more there. Just, I didn't know like if it was going to always have a good supply of crude, so I wanted some storage upstream for this guy, and then we got the downstream. And so you got like, turn it on here, it fills it up. But you see, it because it's full, the diesel tanks are full, it's not going to pump. And I'm full. And these are not full. So the original power, I just rerouted it, you know, straightened it up a little bit, put it underneath here, made it come straight down this way to this point, and it splits off, goes up and over to that guy. And you guys saw me route this one, which goes upstairs into there. And then I routed this down and this basically up. These come around to here. And then they go through here and go right down to the pump. And that's it. So some people thought, they're like, hey, you have those things right there in the wall down. There's some right down there, right there, just like this. I think they were thinking if I just plug it into the wall and plug in something way over there in the wall that it connects. It doesn't, from what I can tell. This is a bulkhead. Well, so a wall on a ship is called a bulkhead. These types of things are called bulkhead connectors. Bulkhead connectors go through a wall. So it just goes from here to here. That's what you call a bulkhead connector. And I believe in the game, it acts as the same way. It doesn't plug into this wall and use the superstructure in any way. These are just bulkheads. So you can't just plug this into the wall and somewhere else have it. It doesn't work that way in real life, and I don't believe it works that way here. Anyway, so the power and then the crude comes up here and goes this way. So I used a lot of cables. The one cool thing, though, is when this distillation tower is working, you can see it pumps out on this one petrol and on this one diesel. And right here, this little thingy here, it spits out stacks of plastic. And these things are all made out of plastic and iron. So that's why it was no problem to make all these connectors to, keep the line straight and also make the make all of this. So that's my diesel setup. That is the diesel setup. And look, I've got 22,000 liters on the boat. We'll see how that works because we're going to use it. And we can come back here and I have 10 diesel tanks, which mine is basically 12 diesel tanks. I have 10 tanks. Then I have 2,000 liters on the ship and I have another tank, but it's not tied in. So this would be, almost get me back up. But as it's transferring, I'll have this turned on, and that might offset that last 2,000 liters and also be able to fill these, which would refill my petrol tanks. I think it's pretty cool. It took me a while. I was kind of hanging out in here. I was scrapping. I was looking. I was building. I did reference what some other people have done. I did get this idea from somebody else. But it's cool, right? Now, I did, the other thing, doing all this, waiting, it allowed me to keep kind of looking through here in detail of things that I haven't used. And one thing was this sonar. So I got this sonar, and if you look at it, that's the pillar going down right there. There's a post-it note saying scan this direction. So I guess whichever way the back of the sonar is looking, it's going to scan. So it's scanning the superstructure of this and the concrete pillar there. And if you look, there's something down below there, right there. And then it's picking up something there, which has to be, if you look, that's 1 kilometer, 3 kilometers. There could be something. Is that something right there? No. So that could be any number of things. Oh, there's the Lazarus complex. Okay, so that's behind it. So if we look out this way, we might see one of those things. That thing. You see? I think you need the gyro. I think you need to go underneath that. So we're gonna go after the gyro, but first let's go get this. Oh, there's sharks there though. Those guys will insta kill me. They're really there's like 4 or 5 of them. We'll get this on our way back. Okay, what do I need to do? Before I leave, I need to disconnect this line, which it's disconnected now. Disconnect that line, and that should be it. Disconnect the mooring. Disconnect. Man, I've been here for a while. I've been here as long as I was at that Lazarus complex, but on this one, I was building a lot of stuff. I think this is a good start. I'm not second-guessing myself at all. I think this is a good start. What it allowed me to do was, and again, it wouldn't have been fun to watch that. I was just sitting here thinking, looking, trying, thinking, looking, trying. Anyway, this allowed me to fill up my tanks. It also allowed to fill up the tanks again because I was still building power, doing all this other stuff. So I basically have a full set, and if I can get back here, another full set, and I don't have to sit here and wait. It took like an hour, well, maybe even more than that, for these things to fill. So it takes a while. I couldn't just sit here and do it. Anyway. Where did we see... Oh, it was up here, right? No. It's right over there. That thingy. I think there's a couple of those, and they look really cool. Like I think we need the gyro for it. So it seems that they did something really neat, which is you know, a lot of games will add something to the game. Like they're like, oh, let's add a gyrocopter to the game, right? I don't know what this jet ski's all about, but we have a quest to unlock that. They're like, let's add a gyrocopter so people can, fly from their boat up somewhere? No, they added specific facilities that only could use this, from what I can tell. All right, let's look in the rare, see what we got. We ended up with, you can see, 3 of these artifacts here, 3 of these plasma gel artifacts here. We ended up with 6 titanium. We ended up with 11 carbon fiber. That's pretty good for only two sharks. But the main bulk of all of that came from the laser shark. And that guy's no joke. So as I was built, you know what? Look, you see how I ended up adding 3 separate things for, quote, build parts, all of these. My intention was to record it. So I went in here and I made a note of like things that are used by a lot of stuff, like alloy frames. I made like 30 alloy frames. I made like 30 connector parts. I made a bunch of solar. I made a bunch of things. This thing piled up like you wouldn't believe. And it was so heavy, it filled up 200 kilos of this, it filled up 200 kilos of this, and I was on a third one. Well, within about 5 minutes, I used all of that stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is not sustainable for like recording. It was taking forever to make stuff, fill stuff. That's my justification. I'll try not to do it, but this was a big thing that I did. Anyway, I did all that, and I went through it multiple times. I'm back up to another 29 alloy frames, 27 connector ports. I did this like 3 or 4 times, and it not drained, but it was like took some out of here, all of these things. So I went back through and just maxed them out and got back to this point. Anyway, let's get out of here. I've been bumping my gums for way too long. I was going to just tell you about the laser shark, but obviously, all right. Now, here's the deal. Here we are. See this thing? You see how it has a helipad on the edge? I believe you land here, you go down in, you set up power, and then you get on your helicopter and drop down. I think the first place where we need to go, I believe, is way down right here. We have to go to this. I'm pretty sure that we have to go down to this, because this was the first one. We're here. This was the second one. We have to go all the way down here. But on our way, what is this? There's a shark there. On the way down there, I want to stop at this gas station and check that out. So that's where we're going now. I believe it's behind us. I think we're looking north. We're gonna get a slow start here. Okay, there's our waypoint over there. All right, let's kick in the diesels, and I'm not even gonna worry about checking it. We're just gonna run with it. Now you can see it showing my interior tank of 19, the 2,000 liters. because I don't have it. What is that over there, dude? Oh, that's a planet. I thought that was some kind of nuclear explosion going on over there. But because I don't have it set up the way you guys talked about, like don't equalize, make it just go ahead and feed your onboard tanks, then I can always see what that is. Well, I can also extrapolate the total number that's in all of my tanks, right? I think. And if I just did it the way you guys are talking about and I got that number down, it dropped below 2,000, that means that's all I would have. If I have 300 on there, that means I have like, I don't know, 4,000 liters or 6,000 liters still. So I'm just going to leave it like it is. No, you know, I can always just come off the steering wheel and look here. 21,700. You know, I'm still at 99%. But this right here, what we're doing right now, going 46 kilometers an hour, is the reason why I built all that stuff without recording it. Because this is going to allow us to travel rather quickly. Dude, there's so many places to go. Like, this is all the stuff I was thinking about, because I did think about it. It probably would have made a good stream, not a good video. There was just a lot of stuff I was doing. That waypoint, Helios Reserve Draco. Now, I wish that would have stayed in the new thing if I didn't go so close to it. I'm just making sure. It's funny because we hit this place, and went up there. We didn't hit this place. All right, this guy here is where we're going next. I want to see. This is the the closest like I'll just call them gas station places in this northern region. You know, in this northern circle is this one, and then there's one, you know, right over here, basically. Hold on. There's one here, which is the closest to the Lazarus complex. And then as we get this one, this should unlock another circle showing us another one. It'd give us a good idea of where the fuel locations are. Or, you know, think about this. What I did on that oil platform, right? You would have to do at one of these facilities. But you would also have to haul crude oil there. And it looks like it's not like one tank of crude oil makes 5. I don't know what the ratio is of crude to diesel, but it doesn't seem to be that high. I don't know if it's 1-to-1 or not, or if it's less than 1-to-1. But think about that. Think about hauling. I'd have to make at least 10 crude tanks, fill them up, and then move. So it doesn't seem to. The best bet seems to just do what he did back there. That can always change, but I really went round and around. I've been talking about this for 30 minutes now. You can see in my head I'm still like, I hope I made the right decision. I don't think it really matters. I made a decision. I went with it. We can always set up one of these facilities if we need to. But I just don't see how it's more efficient to haul crude and do it. Like, I could theoretically offload my tanks here, you know, do a bunch of diesel and offload my tanks and then go back and fill up and just have it as a point where if I needed fuel. But if I get to that point, I could just use electric power and head back to the station. Yeah, it's going to take a lot longer, but I don't think that matters. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, man. What this is going to allow us to do going down there is it's going to allow us to, 1, get the gyro, 2, see that area down there, what's down there, you know, as far as once you get that navigational beacon, it has popped up the circles so far. So it'd be interesting to see that. Because when you scan like this, man, there is literally stuff everywhere. And finding look at, there's stuff way out there too. There's a lot of stuff out there. It's very confusing. I wish as I'm doing this, that compass moved with me. But what do we find when we're looking through the binoculars? The compass works. Wow. Oh, the steering is really fast when you're going this fast. I'm gonna cut down my speed now. I haven't ever come in refuel outpost data. I haven't really come into an outpost like this at speed. It's usually coming down from 20 knots. So I'm actually approaching these. Oh, geez. Hold on. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. There's flying. I sure hope that doesn't hurt things. But I dropped the anchor at 20-something kilometers. Look at that floating up there. That's not what I wanted to do. Plug in my rifles, what I'm trying to do. Oh, geez, nice shot. Someone said that the gun shoots high. Use the top reticle as your center point. That seems to be accurate at range. You've reached level 22! You know the diesel tanks I put on the bottom floor of that refinery back there? I had all those slugs at night crawling and I was shooting them. Dude, I almost blew up the diesel tanks. I took one down to 0 and it was full of diesel. Not a good idea. So I just kind of let them be. There is supposed to be a damage increaser with a sight, and the red dot sight has like a 0.3 or 0.03 damage increase, and the scope has a 0.2. So the red dot's the way to go, even though it doesn't give you as much zoom. These little guys are a pain because they really move around. Thank God, after like a couple of hits, they kill themselves. It gets a little laggy. Okay. I shot 2 more of those things, that's why there's more coming. Pull! Oh. Okay. Still heard one around here somewhere. Okay. How much damage did they do to the ship? A little bit. That could have been me shooting. Okay. 25 minutes ago, just a day ago. Okay. All right, let's see if we can pull up in there now. Now that I've shot some of those things. Oh, jeez Louise. Wow, that's some heavy fog. Oh my god, I can't see it all. Oh, lordy. Oh, no. God, you know what it seems? These guys are attracted to fuel. All the... And there's a ball. Oh, wow. This is not a safe place at all. It seems like the bio things, all the different bio things are attracted to fuel. Okay. There is a rolling ball of doom. Oh, they're all over my ship. There's the ball of doom. Okay. Oh no. Couple of good hits on him right away. He gone. A bunch of them right up there. The addition of the fog approaching a facility like this is crazy. Okay. There's something right there. There's something down underneath this guy. All right, let's do this. Let's jump down here. Let's go to here. Fill our flame pistol back up. Pretty nice setup, right? That I have all these little outlets now. I don't know, I thought it was cool. You know, I did see, when I was kind of doing a little research on what to do there, I saw someone put crude oil tanks on stuck to the bottom of their ship. So if you wanted to haul crude, you could stick it to the bottom of the ship, apparently, and do it that way. Oh, jeez. Two high-tech scraps. 4 tech scraps. Really? One dude did all that damage? Now you can see my theory on fire versus electric. This is just the pistol. I actually have the quote flamethrower as well. But I don't know, the pistol seems to do pretty dang good. All right, I got that one there. All right, one's probably enough. If I lift the anchor, can I lift the anchor from here? If I lift the anchor and let that thing pull... Oh, I don't need that. Okay, that guy should disappear. I think. Yeah, because I got all his stuff. I've been all excited to go. Like, I've been stuck at that refinery forever. Kind of like Lazarus, you know, as cool as it is. See if that mooring pulls us in. Yeah, see, lifting the anchor allows that mooring to draw us in. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's go down here. I got a little bit of stuff on me. Drop those other 2 tanks off. Wee-hoo! What do you guys think of the color of the boat? I think it's pretty awesome. I know the backup thing, it's like, hey, you know, you don't need to do it so, but I don't know, man. I tend to die a lot. Let's see what's underwater here. Oh, there's a secret hatch. There's something, I think it was showing down there. But look at this. A secret hatch underneath here. Oh. Get off the ladder. Get off the ladder. Jeez, man. Wow, this place is big underneath here. I'm trying to do this exponentially. Oh, there's crude tank right there. Okay. Oh, wow. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dude, there's 8 crude tanks down here and they're full. Interesting. Wonder if there's a way to... I guess you could run cabling down through the hole. That's interesting. Huh. Kind of blows my theory out of the water, doesn't it? Now, I have been like justifying my looting now because the amount of like building stuff and repairing stuff and all that, I've been going through a lot of stuff and I'm very thankful I've been looting so much. You know, like all of this stuff, like you think, oh, 1 metal scrap, 1 plastic scrap, what is that going to do for you? Well, it's going to do a lot. What is that? Yeah, data log. There's a lot of stuff down here. This is a secret area, too. Okay. Like a hard drive. Wait a second, I unlocked some enhancers. Okay, so we got our hull mastery. We're at 90. Let's get that to 100. Just be done with it. Okay, that's at 100. And then we got battery. So the next one is battery, which is almost there. Pressure. And then the engineering, which is... See, I have 15. That would take my battery to max, and we could forget about that. And then just go with the... Probably the pressure next. There's only so many levels to unlock, but as you do missions and discover places and clear places, you also get enhancements. So I'm going to have to rely on those to actually finish off, you know, to kind of max out everything. All right, we just unlocked level 22. What was 21? I don't remember that. Food, quantum duplicator. Doubling production outputs through quantum entanglement. I don't know what that is. Entanglement lens. A CO2 reactor tank. See, these are the things I think we're going to need when we start growing humans. We're going to try and make oxygen and convert CO2. We need pure water. I think that's all going to come in. Petrol engine cylinder super booster. Then we've got an add-on to my scanner. That's cool. And then the Elysium bed. I don't know what that does, but there's a mission tied to that one. And then a brass telescope. There's also a mission tied to that one. There's a mission tied to all three of those that we have to do first. So we're kind of at that point. It's probably nighttime outside, so good thing we're down here strapping. I wonder what I should... I mean, that's a lot of crude, right? That's... Try and look at the amount. Yeah, that's full. 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 I mean, you can just look at the thingy, but that's full. That's full. These are all full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. That would probably fill my dang tanks. I could put a distillation. You know that. All right, we have to keep this in mind, because what I can do if I put a distillation tower on the ship, or even on the deck up here, I could use this crude to fill up my tanks and my petrol one time, and then this stuff wouldn't go to waste. I don't think I would utilize them for anything more than that. Just utilize the crude that's in there. You can see I've gotten multiple memories down here. This was a good secret spot. All right. Anywhere to put a hose through to go to the deck? I don't see anything. That is... Huh. This is very interesting. All right. So, where's the boat? Yeah, see under here, I saw someone, see how it's flat? You can put crude tanks under here if you want. And if I did that, I could pump that stuff to these crude tanks. I don't know how that would affect, I don't think it would affect the movement of the boat. Whee! Anchors away, anchors away. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. It's going to be nighttime. All right, memories. Wisdom 10. Patience. Adaptability, creativity, all the fun stuff. Bio. Some things to make paint. Get some titanium out of that. Part of that was that rollerball dude, so some titanium and some carbon fiber. There's so much to this game. I guarantee you I'm gonna have to start streaming it. Some of these facilities are like, you know, fight stuff, loot stuff, leave. They're not that big of a deal. But some, you know, obviously the bigger ones are the ones that I'm going to be doing stuff on here. Got a little bit more of that. Bio and some more rare. I do like having this just so I can take a quick peek at where I'm at on titanium and carbon fiber. The two main things for the rare. But when I built the distillation tower, it required, I believe, this, and something else required this. So good thing I had that stuff. I didn't know that I was going to need it. Because nobody knows the troubles I've seen. So we have crude here. Mango. You see what I mean? They kind of hide out in where there's either power or fuel. Something to that. I think there's something to that. The biomechanical creatures that want to attack. The reason I say that is there was nothing on that bottom deck of the oil platform until I put fuel tanks and started pumping fuel. Then those leeches, like, came out of the stinking woodwork on me like crazy. It was nuts. Oh, I gotta fill up my fuel. I really like having this. It's so worth doing what I did, getting fuel on board. Not only going faster, but getting petrol. Because remember the petrol before, I just had this backup thingy down here where I could either run a generator with electricity or use the use the bio to do it. And I have basically 950 liters times 4. 1, 2, 3, and then that tank there, 4. That should be balanced in there. Yeah. So that's like way more than I had. All right, let's take a look at this place, see what's going on. Got a lot of loots, got a entrance there. Got somebody up on the roof there, got a mine there. See, I think, and I'm not sure, but I think that this uses less fuel than the flamethrower. I could try the flamethrower out. I could try the flamethrower out instead of this. You know, the other thing I could do is I could run the flamethrower in the backpack, because usually with the gun, I've been plugging it into the ship lately. Okay, I know I got This looks like the power thing. And I got one big one there and one on the roof of that place. These guys are just floating down from those holes. Jeez, nighttime is not a good time to be out, I tell you that. I could use my omnidirectional torch and it would keep these guys away from me at night, but it uses so much power. That worked pretty good. A little combo number 9. What the? Is there a guy up there? There's a guy shooting at me somewhere. I think he's on the upper deck. Okay. That was cool. So, you know how I set this place up with my ammo? Like, a situation just like this. I'm in a fight. I retreat back. I close the doors. I'm safe in here. I've got power, health, save. What I don't have in here, besides these two things, is fuel. Now, this is diesel only. In order to get that fuel, I couldn't get that fuel in here because I couldn't close the door then, I think. It is right on the outside, though. I could run it to where it's like right outside so I could kind of just peek out there. And then I would be fully covered because look, in here I can recharge myself, my gun, my health, my save. I could do all that. I can repair the ship, but like right here, this thing. So let's do that. You picking up what I'm putting down here? So petrol. Petrol. And then when I'm standing in here, I can just connect to this and close the door on my face. I can connect to this and connect it to my gun. Right now, the only time I think that that new idea, that new setup won't work is like this roly-poly. If he's up there, and he is, there he is, I need my backpack to use my gun up there. Otherwise, I could use my, do the backpack with this gun. So this one, the flamethrower. Oh, you know what the problem with this is? This goes in weapon slot 1. So my setup that I have here, yeah, this is probably the best setup. And there's nothing I can't add anything to this. I tried the site and it didn't work, so nothing I can add to this. I think the setup we have right now is good. Yeah, that I just saw him roll over there. I don't know if he's like rolling everywhere, but he's a real jerk. Do 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 do. Well, they got moorings on multiple sides here. You could go anywhere you wanted. Okay, here's the power room. Vitality, that. There's the power. Doesn't need to be repaired. Okay. Little robot action. Man, I could try and use that new flame thingy. It looks so big. I don't think I can throw it. I think it. I mean, it might be something you just drop and run away. This gigantic grenade, the big fire grenade. Get our loot on a little bit here. In between fights. Just clear some of this area out. Seeing like so much loot really grabs my gourd. I just said grabs my gourd. That's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever said that before. Hilarious, Meaty. You're hilarious. All right. I'm not going to spend too much time here because our goal today is to get the gyro. And I got to go all the way down there. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably come back here. So there is a bad thing on the roof up here. I could hear it. Okay. Okay. Cool. We got that. Pretty clear here. Another kind of secret area. Not too secret, but secret enough. Okay. Oh, yeah. Broken motor. I always think that wood on the ground is like you can dismantle, but you can't. It's just a piece of plywood. In this world, we don't do plywood. Okay. All right. I am definitely avoiding going up those stairs, but I think it's time we go up there. I'll do a dump first because we're at 91%, and also do a save because then if I don't, all this looting I just did will have to be done again, which will not be fun. You got an angle on me, dude? Okay. Power in there. I don't think that this thing takes a bunch of power. I mean, we might be able to use one of my... Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try one of the cans first. Let's clear some of our dead weight. Okay. And then we've got memories. Memories, and memories. And the art of war and food. Okay. Bio. And building stuff. Pink bone. Ooh. Pink bone, dude. Look at all the paint that I have. I might have to make myself pink. Hold on. Oh yeah, definitely pink. Definitely pink bone. Look at that. Looking good. Hold on. This other upper part that's black. Is that this one? Oh yeah. What about this one? Oh yeah, there we go. That looks cool. I'm looking good. This one's almost full. And it's full. It's full. So we're coming over here now. Okay. Burner. Nice and sunny out. Perfect day for looting. Back up. Okay. Let's bring this guy over here. Power up said facility. We'll see if this is enough. You never know. No, I don't. I always look for passcodes. No passcodes. All right. Time to attach this to our rifle. Gotta shoot him in the balls. Okay. Get out of here. Look, there's some 2 petrol and 2 diesel tanks up here. You know, this railing actually blocks a lot of stuff. That's why I'm actually going all the way up. Great, I just hit that thing above. Sometimes the railing helps. But if one of those flying guys get in between me and the roller ball, they'll take this full charge. Where did he go? Ooh, that was a good hit. Oh, he may be a goner. Yeah, he's a goner. That was a solid hit, that last one. Solid! Okay. Oh yeah, the pink arm really ties it all in. I think that thing up there, I just busted it and it probably grew back. That's why they keep coming. Yeah, it's back. I do like this combo. This combo, I think, is pretty dang solid. That guy's still up there. Huh? Got him. Okay, so we got crude oil tanks underneath. We've got 500 liters, 400 liters, 1100, and 400. Okay. Pretty cool. Loser. Stupid. I did see an achievement. See this money here? Don't like keep a bunch of money, and it says send money to space. It's just an achievement or a trophy, but usually when you go to the recycler, it automatically throws it in there. So everything I've ever found has been ground up to nothing. Ooh, some more pink bone. Maybe I'll have to do some pink bone on the ship. Oh, there's something juicy in there. That guy just came through the door. I think we're just gonna leave this place. There's a lot to think about here. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot going on still. A lot of loot. We've got fuel up here. We've got crude oil down below. But I want to get to the gyro. I think you guys want to see that too. I think you want to see that too, and I don't want to go too dang long. Because I can't leave without... Like, if I was going to be done with this place, I can't leave without looting everything. But we're going to have to get enough power to get this door open here. That one thing isn't enough. And that's fine. Because I need to figure out what... This actually would be a semi-decent place to set up for a refuel location. Because it's already got crude. And it's got some fuel tanks. The thing is, though, you think about this. They're not in the right spots. This is way up here. The other one is underneath the water. They're not in the right spots. These things would have to be repaired. But that's okay. It's something to think about. Neener, 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 neener. This setup works really, really good. I like it. The electric rifle with backpack and then the flamer pistol. Good combo. As of right now, I mean, who knows how much more difficult the enemies are gonna get. They seem to be progressively getting stronger. Okay. Let's leave this place. And keep heading toward... Yeah, see, there's a couple things down there. We're gonna... If I didn't do this, someone would have freaked out. They're like, dude, there's a thingy. You can't hear that? It's like, oh. All right, we are headed. So right now, we're right here. And we've got to go all the way down to here. 8 kilometers. Oh my God. Did you hear that beeping? It's weird. Eight kilometers. We do have diesel engines. Very important. Man, just think about it. If we had the gyro, besides the locations that you need it for, I'm thinking that maybe we could utilize it in some other ways. I think. I don't know for sure. Dude, this is some rough seas. All right, 42. Now, if we look at this, it's not showing anything in the way, but there could be stuff because it's not marked on the map, so. Oh, look at that. If you just do this, you can kind of see stuff in front of you. There's a lot of stuff in front of me. This is going to do two things. Get us that blueprint, but also get us the get us the map opened up for this region. I tried to unlock whatever gun attachments I could. I got laser sight, suppressor barrel, breacher barrel. There was two barrel. There was the stabilizer barrel and the extender barrel. And I tried to look online to see like what attachments go to what guns. And I didn't really find anything. So I think the best bet, it doesn't look like I have a barrel attachment on the electric rifle, like that I could put on there. But if I make...
I'm seeing coordinates for a location. It was kept off the maps on purpose. If there's a radio up there, use it. Something wants to be heard.
What? Reach the top of the unlisted tower. Oh, well, it's going to stay on our quest list. Is it a tower? It looks like the icon looks like a mountain. Oh, I do see like some kind of tower looking thing over there. All right, there's Lazarus. So I'm thinking Lazarus is the middle of the map. Like if you look at, here's Lazarus. Between here and here, it's kind of middle. We're gonna unlock stuff here. So I think Lazarus is going to be the middle. That being said, this fuel station here is the closest to Lazarus, but it's also on this west side where there's a lot here. There's going to be here and here. So, and our fuel, we're at 19,000 still out of 22. So fuel wise, we're doing pretty good. Oh, it's a little guy. Her alerting me. Look at the stuff way out there. Oh my God, there's stuff way out there. What? That looks really far. Anyway, look at that long thing there. It almost looks like a oil tanker. We're going this way. You know, it'd be cool if there was 2 refineries, like one that one's in the northwest. If there was one like in the southeast, that'd be kind of cool. I would definitely set up 2 of those, because then it's like, forget those fueling areas. I set up where the crude is never ending, right? I just don't see transporting crude being the way to go. I could be wrong. It's been known to happen before, but we are going 43 kilometers an hour. That is like big time. And if you look at that, we're still at 19,000, 88%. So that's pretty. Oh, that might be this thing beeping. No, nothing's on there. Something's beeping like Bad News Bears. There's one of them angel hawks flying up there randomly. Someone did point out that there was either a color, something to do with the color of them, or a light or something making them aggro versus non-aggro. I don't know. I know once they start shooting at me, they're aggroed. So that's always a thing. That's pretty cool out there. That looks like a, not a traditional refinery. It looks like actually gas plants look more like that. Offshore gas plants. Now, we're on the second level of, I think we're on the second level of diesel, these guys. First level, second level. Then there is third level. And then we found a petrol one down here. So there's one more level, but if it's anything like what the electric did, I don't think it's worth spending that much titanium on those. You know, if I went to 45 kilometers an hour, I don't know, we'll see. If we keep getting titanium and stuff, it'll be worth it. All right, 3.8 kilometers, that's not that far. You remember the last one? I think it was just last episode where we fought her. No. That was the, I'm associating two different things. One was the, wait a minute. The gyro area is different than the navigational area. That's where I'm being confused. The last one up here, this was the navigational beacon. This was the gyro. So I actually think that we might need to unlock the nav beacon first to see where the gyro area is. Oh boy. That combo there took a while, doing it in the north. That is a really neat looking place over there. The beauty of it is my goal is to hit them all, which means I'm definitely going to have to stream this game. Hey, the sun's coming up. Look at that. You can see me in there in all pink. I look good. I look good. See me with my hose connected to my backpack? Dang, dude. The gyro one was like the taller one. I think it was taller, like kind of like the look of that thing there. Weren't they the taller ones where I had to climb up and scan it? And it was like, that's where I was trying to use those grenades. Oh, it was crazy. And this, well, I don't know. I was going to say this being the third area. It's possible that this isn't the third area. I just happened, oh, there's something really big out there. Holy cow. I'll use the flag up front. Look at the flag tip. See that way out there? Oh my God. It looks like a city. Anyway, yeah, we might have to hit this navigational one, which will unlock it. Then it will show us that big, I think it had a big H platform, didn't it? This guy? Yeah, see, we unlocked this and it showed this. And then, yeah, we unlocked this and it showed this. So if we unlock this, it should show one somewhere down here, maybe. I don't know. Oh, right behind Lazarus, there's that's where that... See, that thing over there, it looks like another thing you need the gyro for. That thing over there. Man, they did such a good job with this. See these little things? I'm going to pass these up for now. Oh, that is definitely a boat right there. Just because we want to get this gyro for this episode.
Caretaker, this is not a normal facility. The logic here is allowed to bend.
Except see these little things that are popping up? Those are those things I need to do to unlock certain things in the skills. There's certain things in here that say only unlock via missions. All those little things that are popping up are those missions, so that's good. It'll keep it in there. I think I can take that off my screen too if that quest thing bugs you guys. I like when it auto scrolls. It makes me think something just happened. Oh wow, you know what? Could that be the gyro place over? Oh my god. This thing here is the beacon scanner, because that's what we have marked. Oh yeah. Dude, it's... Well, it could be that tower over there. Could be that tower way over there. We're going to find out here. It's the only way to find out is to hit one of these joints. Oh, that place looks so cool. Man, I'm a little giddy, huh? Sorry. I'm not going to apologize for enjoying something. My bad. Alright, looks like we have a dock on this side. Maybe a dock on the other side. We got 2 hawks that I can see. Navigational beacon. Okay, so this is not for the gyro. This is for unlocking the this area to find the gyro. Yeah, this is going to get dicey whatever I do. Oh, there's a catwalk. Okay, I was looking for a ladder. There's a catwalk leading up. We'll just go to this side, I guess. I didn't save before I started a fight. Really? You're right in my save area? Let me save real quick after that trip. Okay. Oh, you jerk! You knocked my... These guys can knock things down, apparently. So in order to put that back up there, I need to empty it, disassemble it, and then replace it. Feeling he hurt these things, at least that one on the end there. Okay. A lot of power thingies. Oops. Go, 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 go. I find the blue ones, to me, the one that's on that side over here. That one. Not as good as the orange ones. The blue ones have like a lot for early game would be good with the, it just has a lot of those power thingies in it, you know? I'm not really looking at that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save some of that money just in case. I'm just going to save some of that money. Paint, paint. Bio. Bio. Wait, I'm going to save some of that money. I did that before I did this. See these things here? Like, I don't know. Probably overthinking it. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do. But that's the beauty of it. So all that stuff I just put away, it would be good to have if I was going up to repair. Wow, why is it not charging me very fast? What the heck was that all about? Oh, because I'm only getting it from those. That's the first time I connected there. I'm only getting it from those because the way I have them set up. This is giving me all my power. At least I was able to identify that I was being stupid. Come to Papa. There's a lot of them. It's almost like I'm better off not doing this from range and getting up on it with the flamethrower. It feels like that's the way to go. Because I shot at that one and it grew back. Alright, should be charging the mega cell. It's empty. Or is that the gun? That goes to the mega cell. That mega cell, God, it runs out so fast. I feel like maybe the gun has more in it than the backpack as far as charge goes. Nope. Okay. Back it up. 6 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm only alternating those because you guys said to. In a different game. All right, we're going to pull up and dock and just take those things on one at a time. I think that's going to be a better effort. You know what? I thought I threw the anchor, but I reversed the engines. That's why it was drawing me back. But when I'm moored, I don't want the anchor down. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. See how I can get them as they pop out of the bug thingy? Something blocking my path there. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was weird. Yeah, definitely getting close to these things is the way to go. Something weird's happening though. Something's blocking the shots. You know, all this stuff sitting here makes me think there's a place to climb to. Sometimes when they put a lot of things out, there's like some place to climb to. We're pushing our time. I want to get the gyro, so yeah, see, that was a mistake. That's how to do that. Okay. All right. We've got to get power to this facility. All right, let's just go grab. I got an idea here. Let's grab some of this stuff. We'll dismantle, we'll not dump it into the storage. We'll bring it back up. It should give us what we need to scrap. I mean, repair. El reparo. Come on. I wanted to get the gyro so I could title this gyro. I'm terrible with titles, you guys. Like, my title would be a paragraph long telling you everything I did in that video, when most people just clickbait you into, oh my god, the best thing ever in the history. Oh, did you see that? It looked like, what's his name? The fish dude. Well, that might look good on the ship. You see, my ship looks pretty good, but I could go for the fish guy. I hear someone in this here bubbling. Alright, that might be enough. Yeah, I like the color, but let's check that real quick. This one. Oh! That's cool! Oh my god. I'm a sucker. Okay. We're gonna keep all this stuff on us to do repairs, with the exception of the octopus abyss hands. I have 46 of those, 18 of those. That should be good. Actually, what's here should be enough. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Do. I still haven't figured out where the gyro is. That's why I'm trying to power this place up. Carbon. What? Oh, they're the nice one. Oh no. Those are the nice ones. They need carbon fiber for repair. Okay. I don't know why I always click that thing and it turns it sideways. I click E instead of whatever. Some really good loot here. Look at this guy. This guy. This guy. More of that good paint, which I could do my upper thing. Look at this. That's the good one that we just did. Okay. Okay. A light in here? No light switch? Oh, it's on. Derp. Okay. Ammo. Alright, stop looting. We got a job to do here. Alright, we gotta climb this thing. Lots of loot. Is that a phone? Dude, I thought I heard a phone ringing. Where's the light? There it is. Dude, this place has really good loot. Look, these monitors and stuff. Look, more of that good paint. Oh, man. Oh! Yeah. Housekeeping? Where'd that ball go? You done? He's done. That's pretty funny though. You lower the elevator and there's a ball on there. Alright, we're not looting. We're going up. Oh, Lord. Oh, I didn't refill my fuel thingy. Hey, at least I don't have to climb a ladder. Be something really bad up here. Another angel. A lot of petrol up here. Refilling my gun. A lot of petrol. There's an angel dude up there. There's so much loot here. Oh my god. I did not time this episode very good. A second power thingy. Huh. Alright, there's a second power here needed. Bunch of petrol. Bunch of loot for days. Grab him so he doesn't fall off. Let's see, what are we at? 87? Oh, might as well grab these guys. All right, well, there could be power up there. No power to get in there. Do you come in peace? Huh. Okay. It didn't hit him. Okay. So we repaired the top. Now we got to power up the bottom. It's that one that's like you charge it up, right? Can't get in there yet. It actually is probably in there. I could charge it up from my backpack just to get that door open. Trying to think. That last time we used just cans to power it up. It took like 5 of them. Charge the navigate. Yeah, that's exactly where we're at. I don't want to have to build. I don't know how many of those things I can bring up here. There was some of those guys on the way down. Hey, while we're going down, might as well loot. Are we going down? Somehow it stopped. Why does it keep stopping? Power? Lack of power. Come on. It's got to be lack of power. Because we only have those 2 spinners. Yeah, you can see it blinking. Okay. Oh. All right. Let's see what these are. How many carbon fiber do we need? 2. So 4 carbon fiber. We can do that. Do that. Probably gonna need to repair. Definitely want to do the paint. Do these paints, but not right now. I get rid of this other stuff that I don't need. All right, we actually have 4 carbon fiber on us right now. Does that mean I need 4 more? I'll just bring 9. Where did that... What? Where's that stuff coming from? Things dying, that's where it's coming from. I think I might need to repair the thing and then charge it. So I'm going to keep some of this on me. Okay. Charge up. I'm gonna do things the right way, you guys. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself here. Let's do this thing the right way. All right, building up, Buttercup. Okay. All right, now, if we look at this, there's 100, we don't need 200 copper. There's 150. Let's get rid of 100 of those. Let's split this. Get rid of 50 of those and 11 of those. Get rid of those because we have those. I'm just trying to keep a little bit of everything for repair purposes. That should be good. That gets us down to 73. Is this the ammo one? Put the ammo away. Heal juice. How many can I take of these? Take 5 of them. I mean, I could take more, but... Okay. Hopefully I have enough cable on me. I did it again. Glass. Did I not keep glass? All that stuff I kept. My worry is that this thing's not going to work. It's funny because we actually went up really good last time. It was the... Hold on. I'm trying to decide if this is the right move or not. Or I should have repaired that stuff. So I got to get the one thing open, and then I got to use them to charge the beacon. That should open this door up here. Got 2 right there. That's perfect. Charge up link. All right. That should actually unlock the tower that we need. So is that it right there? I'm gonna go with that. That's it right there. There's so much to loot here. Might be that tower right over there. Look at that place. Oh my god. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the gyro like I said. We're going to go get it. If it's that, hopefully, that means we'll be able, in the next episode, we'll be able to do that place, do this place. Come back and loot this place. If I could build a battery here. Nope. Don't have the stuff. I think I'm gonna go get glass and, well, must be spinning a little faster because it's working all the way down. Yeah, I'm not gonna repair those right now. And I'm leaving as much loot as we can to make it like important for me to come back here and get all this. Like, there's a metric butt ton of stuff. But first, let's go dump our loot. Oh, the first thing I clicked on. Okay. That one. And then memories. Okay. Building. Okay. Rare. 3 titanium, 13 carbon, 5. We're up to 50 and 98 on those two. I don't know why those two made it in there. All right, we want this guy. What is this one? Beat tag, sunburst panel, pink bone. All right, we want to try these 3 on the ship. Okay. Do, 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 do. Those things are handy. They're definitely handy to have. Okay. Tide Girl, that's this part. This is the big part. The Kraken, oh, is the flag. And then this is the deck. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, dude. The deck is now Tiffany blue. And then we want the Tide Girl one to be... Oh, that's not as cool. Oh my god, look at the deck. Oh, look at that. That's cool on the side. And the deck is Tiffany blue. That is too good. All right, let's figure out where this place is at. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, so out of all the places, oh my god, there is some really cool looking places. Look at that. There's a maze. I think it's this. Is that behind us? Yeah, it's behind us. All right, that's where we're going. We're gonna get ourselves some gyro action. I've actually, in this episode, I've traveled longer than in any other episode. I went from the south, from the northwest to the southeast. Get out of the way, biomechanical shark. Yeah, so this, see, if that's it right there, that tower, it means in the next episode we can hit that little place, and this place. You wouldn't think there'd be that much loot. That place is chock-a-block full of stuff. Dude, I'm really liking the ship. Look at the top, the roof, and the whole deck. Tiffany blue. We got Finding Nemo on the side. Now, the middle housing there is the same as Finding Nemo, but it's just dark blue. I think pink would be cool right there. Do I have pink on me? No, see, I need one of these guys. Pink bone. I don't have any more pink bones. The ship is driving right now. My luck, I fall off it and the ship drives away from me. Yeah, look at that place. That place is going to be awesome. And that big, oh my gosh, that could be a whole video in itself. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. That place there, that place over there. Yeah, it looks like it is this tower. And it could be, the last time it was quite the fight, but I want this to be the Gyro episode, so looks like another one of them seed places out there in front, off to the right a little bit. That there looks like there's going to be some secrets underneath it, because it's all solid, it's all concrete. I don't know what that is. Dude, could that be... You know what that could be? That could be the rocket facility. Oh, it is. Look. Rocket. That's where you take your things from Lazarus out to the rocket facility to launch them. Oh, so that may be the rocket facility. Because you have to launch the things you make into space. I think we have to go up to that middle thing there to scan. But last time these places were chock-a-block full of baddies. What do you guys think? Way better. 6950, that's the last one. All right, we're at the right spot. I see it there. It says 145, 6950. Going 40 miles an hour is way better, right? Or kilometers, whatever, if you're Canadian. All right, we still plugged into our backpack? Yep, we are. So we got full rifle. Yeah, we're pretty good on this. Dude, I'm not seeing any... This could be bad. I'm not seeing any enemies here. I wonder if it's any hint if the ladder goes down deeper, if that's a hint that there's something below it. I could use my scanner, but I think the scanner's got to be facing it. All right, there's things falling, so there is stuff up here. Oh, this is not safe. Okay, so instead of... Oh, lordy. Instead of thingies, they made it where you jump onto the bow of your ship. Couldn't... Oh, wow. There is some loot in here. Holy cow. What is that? It's a white one. Is that oxygen?
That's the engine mount and fuel routing confirmed. Small petrol unit. Crude, loud, and stubborn. Deer Motors built ugly machines, Caretaker. But this one may still get us where no boat can. That's the full blueprint set. Frame, rotor, engine mount, sling system. Enough to fabricate a salvage gyro. You've restored an old kind of access, Caretaker. Some places can only be reached from above. Caretaker, we have the full blueprint now. Frame, rotor, sling system, and that stubborn little engine. Unlock the salvage gyro skill, then fabricate one. Some places were built to be reached from above.
That is awesome. Some places were built to be reached from above. That's what I'm talking about. You put something in your game, and instead of it just being like an arbitrary vehicle that you can use for whatever, it's actually required to find some places. We're going to go down and build ourselves a gyro. These little healing stations have their own power. No reason to turn on power, I don't think, right? I guess I could. There we go. Get everything out of here. Why isn't it putting that away? It pulled it out 3 different times. Why did they allow me to dangerously jump around the side and there's nothing up here? Jeez, let me get on the boat, man. Skills. Gyro. 45 enhancers. Whoa. Okay, so we finished off hull mastery. We finished off battery. I think we better start doing pressure. Maybe, should we just throw all 45 on there? Let's do it. And then after that, I can do engineering. I know there's a way to do this faster, but whatever. I think you just hold E. Okay, we got our depth up to 80 now. All right, we need some stuff. We need to build some stuff. Mesh, storage mesh is actually requires good stuff. What is this guy? An O2 big explosive. Okay, yeah, that's all I need is anything that says big explosive on it. First aid, that, teddy bear, that guy. That guy. We'll drop this off upstairs so we know we have a canister. Drop this guy off upstairs. Now, what do we need to build? We need 1 storage cylinder, 1 cooling radiator, 1 advanced mesh. think that's everything. Before we go upstairs, we have everything to build it. Okay. I'm going to build it on that front deck. Hopefully there's enough room. Oh, lordy. Oh, that does not look good. It didn't look like it was going to build there. This is the grenade one up here. No. Is that the grenade one? That's the grenade one. Okay. Okay, so electricity next to O2, next to diesel and petrol. That's not an explosion waiting to happen. Yeah, this thing is going to have to sit off to the side.
Small, exposed, and probably louder than necessary, but it will fly.
Storage?
Remember, it needs a petrol engine cylinder and fuel. Old machines still demand old fire.
Okay, so it's got 100 kilos of storage. It needs an engine cylinder. It needs some fuel. All right, should we build that high performance engine cylinder for it? This one down here. Super booster. Super a booster. Cooling radiator, advanced mesh and power core. Interesting. I sure hope I have enough room to take off and land without blowing the ship up. So we've used, going from the far northwest to the not quite the far southeast, we used about 25% of our fuel, which means we should be able to get back there on 25% if it's straight. The 25, 25, 25, 20. That's almost 4 times back and forth across the map. I think that's a pretty good amount of The super booster, this guy, super booster. I'm gonna carry it up there and watch I drop it over the edge. Dong. This could go on. Oh no, this is petrol, that's why. Oh, it goes there. I was trying to put it there. Okay, so we got storage there at 50 kilos, storage there at 50 kilos. Oh my god, that is super tight. All right, let's... You guys waited this long. Let's try it. Okay, we saved it here. All right. A and D tilt left and right. Throttle up, throttle down, forward tilt. Okay, it's constantly tilting back. Looking at the fuel. Oh, the mouse steers it too. Remember, we haven't got up to one of these things yet. Oh lordy, there's a ball up there. Mono-y mono! Put that in your pipe and smoke it, son. Yeah, I got plenty of health. I've got plenty of health. So they made these things pretty valuable to come up here. You guys just want to see me land it. What were those things I picked? These things. Big electric explosive. Okay, so it's given me explosives. It's given me explosives to try out before I unlock them and craft them and find out that they're crap. They're stupid. I was being quiet because I was just picturing in my head me crashing into a tree. You can see there's no trees in this world, and I'll find it and I'll crash into it. Ultra tech scrap. Ultra tech scrap. Now you know why I was thinking, hey, we should have the ability to go up, down, whatever. We need something in addition to the boat. That's why this episode was made. Very specifically to make this thing, to unlock it, to make it. And now we've just proved that it's very important because all these towers that we came upon, these tall, skinny ones, whether they were the Gyro tower or not, because there was one I went to that wasn't. I went to it based off visual. We can see how important it is because of the stuff that's up here. Like ultra high tech, explosives, all kinds of collectibles, loots. And a mono fight with a ball. We had to handle that ball with both hands. We had to have that rifle in both hands to take care of that ball. It's a good idea. Put the explosive in there. I'm just testing everything right now. That filled up pretty quick. That filled up pretty quick. Took us down to 39 though. Okay. Let's see what's down below here. We don't have that much health, so if there's baddies down here, we could be in trouble. Oh, look what it does though. There's actually a I'm the pink Lone Ranger. There's this. I was just thinking, like, what good is this now? But I can tell you that if you land up here on the gyro and then lower this, you can go down there, collect that stuff, come back up your gyro. Just get, it's, again, another option, right? All right, you guys think everything's okay, but we still got to fly down and land with no health for our first time. Look at me in there. Looking good. Oh, it doesn't just lower, it cuts the engine, which is never a good thing. Wow, I just tapped control. Oh, this is not good. Okay. This is not good. I'm picturing bad things already. Okay, so the power up is good. The lower down is not good. Because it just kills the engine. I ain't saying anything, man. I'm not saying a dang thing. Oh, it puts off CO2. Waste all that fuel that's on there. And did I drop that engine I built? Yep. Okay. So that just happened. You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna save before I did any of that stuff, and I didn't. I just went for it. Okay. What? 830. Oh yeah. So I had this thing is it puts out CO2 back there. I guess every engine does. All right. So, landing. Oh man, I don't think I could land back here. Landing. Landing is not my strong suit. I'm just gonna go with that. Okay. Landing is not my strong suit. What do we have in here? A bunch of malarkey. Are we over here already? Oh my god. I'm filling everything up again. I need to build more stuff. Grenades, bullets, those thingies. Holy cow. All right, well, I can tell you this for free. The gyro is really cool, and it's also super dang dangerous. These things, I didn't, at first I'm like, not at first, but after a while I'm like, why do I have all these things? This is dumb. Actually, these things have been pretty dang valuable as far as doing stuff. They're actually very beneficial. So, we made it, 2 hours and 40 minutes to make the gyro. My big battery, actually, you can tell it takes a lot longer to charge now, just because I have the big battery. So, I'm going to have to figure out how to, how to fly not fly, but land this thing a little bit better, because that was the first attempt. I just completely overshot the boat, landed in the water, which could have been really bad. The second attempt, I landed on the diesel tanks, which hurt them. First time I've had to repair the tanks. Yeah, I didn't hit any of these. Yep. This tank here and that tank that I landed on, it damaged the tanks. It almost yerked this cable out, and I had to rebuild this bad boy. So if I do that again, empty both containers and pull that, and then I can rebuild it. I can see some really, for you guys, interesting, for me, really bad things happening in the future with the gyro, which should be good, because not only do we have to like go up there and then land back here, but there are these tube thingies that we have to fly down into. So when you take off, you're just holding spacebar. When you let go of spacebar, you're kind of like hovering. When you want to descend, you hit control, it just cuts the engines. And yeah, bad things are going to happen. Anyway, it turned out to be what I wanted to get the gyro. It took way longer, and I skipped a lot of looting. What all that means is, though, since we're down here, I mean, we do have some quests to do. Like, this is one of the things, a quest popped up here to do. We have all kinds of stuff to do. We have underwater places. These are important, too, for quests. I guess these are like old habitats. That was that very first thing that I went to, Habitat Node 06 here. Apparently, one of the quests to unlock something is to visit all the habitat nodes and get the info from there. But in the next episode, I definitely want to get back to this place and finish looting it. We'll take a look at this place, and then I guess we'll shoot over and see if this rocket icon is, because again, I'm just going to preface it by I'm not looking ahead on this game. I like to be surprised by things, but from what I gather, we got to build humans here. Okay, we got to build humans. And I think once we build them, we have to launch them into space, which means here's a rocket thingy. We might have to haul them down here to launch them. Which, if I was a robot to set up this world, that doesn't seem very convenient. You want it either at or by this place. But we've seen rockets explode recently on YouTube, and the closer they are to things, they can take everything out. But look at this. See this? I guess while we're down here in the next episode, not the next episode, but maybe the one after that, we could visit the petrol station here and then see what these are all about, where I think we have to land here, build power something up, and then fly down inside this tube. That sounds like tons of fun. Anyway, 2 hours, 40 minutes. They're getting longer. Oh my gosh. But this should come out on a Tuesday, so you didn't have a video yesterday or tomorrow? Might work out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh my gosh. Just think of the carnage that's going to happen in the future with this gyro. Thought that phone was ringing. Thanks for watching.